What if I told you that a pocket change could be worth hundreds or even thousands of pounds? That we're diving deep into the top 5 rare and valuable UK coins that could turn your average day into a collector's dream. From the elusive 1968 Elizabeth II 5p coin to the legendary 1997 50p coin, these coins aren't just currency, they're hidden treasures. Whether it's due to minting errors, low circulation, or unique designs, each coin we'll explore has an incredible backstory, and so grab your coin jar. We're diving deep into one of the most elusive British coin errors ever minted, the 1968 Elizabeth II 5 new pence error coin. We'll unravel its origin, reveal the secrets behind its rarity, explain the bizarre error that made it priceless, and show you exactly what to look for in your own collection. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just realize you're holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. To understand the significance of the 1968 5 new pence error coin, we need to go back to 1968, when the UK was preparing for decimalisation. One of the biggest currency transitions in British history. The British monetary system had been using pounds, shillings, and pence for centuries, an incredibly complex system. 12 pence to a shilling, 20 shillings to a pound. Auction sales record and market value. Now, let's talk numbers, the part you've been waiting for. The 1968 era 5 new pence coin in standard circulated condition may fetch a few £100, but the true rarities, the ones with clear minting errors, are in a whole different league. Market valuations. A coin with light double die features and mild off-centering can be worth between £5,000 and £12,000. A specimen with severe off-center striking or planchet error has been known to sell for £25,000 to £45,000 at auction. The rarest examples, especially with multiple combined errors, double die plus planchet plus edge flaw, have fetched between £66,000 and £95,000 in private collector sales and elite numismatic auctions. That's up to $122,000 for a coin once dismissed as just another 5 pence. How to identify a 1968 era 5 new pence coin. Step-by-step identification. Check the date. It must say 1968 on the obverse. The Queen's side. Observe the obverse design. Look closely at Queen Elizabeth II portrait. Use a magnifier to detect doubling, especially in the lettering or facial details. Inspect for misalignment. Rotate the coin vertically if the reverse doesn't align properly. It's a sign of rotated die error. Examine the edge. Standard 5p coins have a milled edge. If your coin has a blank or uneven edge, it's potentially a rare strike error. Weigh it. The standard 1968 5p coin should weigh 5.65 grams. A lighter or heavier weight can indicate a planchet anomaly, possibly struck on the wrong metal. Blank. Seek professional grading. If your coin shows multiple error traits, send it to a certified coin grading service such as NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, or PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, for verification. A graded coin with documented error features is worth exponentially more. We uncover the full story of the 1970-era UK Elizabeth II 10 new pence coin, why it exists, how it escaped into the world, and what makes it one of the most valuable post-decimal British coins ever discovered. Stick around till the end, because this isn't just about history. This could be about your next big find. Let's begin in the late 1970s, a turning point in British monetary history. The United Kingdom was about to modernize its entire currency system, moving away from the ancient pounds, shillings, pence format to a simplified decimal system. Decimal Day, or took place on February 15, 1971. But preparations began as early as 1968, when the 5 new pence and 10 new pence coins were introduced. These coins were meant to coexist with their pre-decimal auction sales price and value. Let's get to the big question. What is the 1970 era 10p coin worth? Over the years, error coins from the decimal transition era have skyrocketed in value. The 1970 Elizabeth II 10 new pence error coin is now considered one of the rarest and most expensive coins in modern British numismatics. Realistic price estimates: minor minting error, light doubling, off-center strike worth £12,000 to £25,000 depending on condition and clarity of the error. Hybrid circulation proof strike with obvious wear extremely rare. Valued between £45,000 and £66,000 at elite auction houses. Multiple combined errors, e.g. proof die plus misalignment plus planchet issue, valued at £75,000 to £99,000, with expert graded examples possibly fetching up to £113,000, $143,000, in private sales. Unique/unknown composition or weight variation. If a coin is found with an unverified planchet, such as silver or copper-nickel alloy variants, it could break all records for decimal-era coins. How to identify a 1970-era 10 new pence coin? Here's the good news. You can check for this coin yourself. And it doesn't require expensive tools, just some attention to detail. Step-by-step checklist. Confirm the date. The obverse, front, of the coin must show 1970 beneath the profile of Queen Elizabeth II. No other date matters for this era. Look for proof features in circulated coins. The 1970 10p coins were meant to be mirror finish proof strikes only. If you have a 1970 10p that shows standard wear or was clearly circulated, it's worth a closer look. Check for doubling. Use a jeweler's loupe or microscope to examine the letters, rim, and Queen's neckline. If any appear shadowed or doubled, it may be a double die strike. Weigh it. The standard 10p coin from 1970 weighs 11.31 grams. Any variation above or below that might indicate a planchet anomaly. Seek certification. If you suspect your coin is genuine, submit it to NGC or PCGS for grading and authentication. A graded, slabbed error coin can multiply its value instantly. One of the most intriguing stories in British numismatic history. In this video, we uncover everything about the 1971 era UK Elizabeth I new penny coin, its shocking origin, the rare minting mistake, what to look for, and why some lucky collectors have already cashed. Stick around until the end, because the next fortune in your life might be hiding in a dusty coin jar. To understand the importance of the 1971 one new penny coin, we have to travel back to one of the most transformational days in British monetary history, Decimal Day, or D-Day, which took place on February 15, 1971. Before this day, Britain operated on the complex pounds-shillings-pence system, 12 pence 1 shilling, and 20 shillings 1 pound. Decimalization simplified the system by moving to 100 pence per pound, aligning Britain with most of the world. Mule error. £110,000 to £135,000. Off-metal strike. £89,000 to £123,000. Double die obverse, DDO. £20,000 to £30,000. Off-center strike, £15,000 to £50,000. Real valuations and auction sales price. Let's talk money, and this is where it gets jaw-dropping. The 1971 one new penny coin is generally considered common unless it's an error. And then the game changes entirely. What collectors are paying today: standard 1971 1p no error, face value only unless in uncirculated condition, 1 penny to 2 pound double die or broad-struck error verified by NGC or PCGS, £20,000 to £50,000 off metal strike, e.g. silver looking confirmed weight/metal anomaly, £89,000 to £115,000 mule error 1p obverse plus 2p reverse. Only a few known to exist. Auction house estimate, £123,000 to £135,000, $150,000, $175,000. Notable public sales in 2016. A collector in London sold a mule error 1p for £108,000 at Spink Auction House in 2021. An off-metal 1971 1p graded MS65 by NGC sold privately for £97,000. In 2023, a rumored sale of a combined error coin, mule plus off-metal, was privately transacted at over £135,000, although full details were not disclosed. How to identify a 1971 1p error worth thousands? Wondering if you own one of these treasures? Here's your checklist. Step-by-step identification guide. Check the year 1971 only. All valuable 1p errors originate from 1971. Later or earlier coins don't apply here. Observe the reverse design. It should say new penny with the crown portcullis. That if you see a 2p reverse or anything unfamiliar, you might have a mule. Examine the metal. The 1971 1p was struck in bronze. If it looks silver, gray, or is unusually light, you may have an off-metal error. Weigh it. Standard weight is 3.56 g. Get it graded. Send it to a reputable grading service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. Graded error coins are authenticated, preserved, and fetch higher prices. The 1979 era UK Elizabeth II new pence coin. We'll diving deep into its origin, the bizarre minting error that caused it, how it slipped into circulation, and how to know if you're one of the lucky few holding a fortune in your coin collection. Stick with me to the end because the next life-changing discovery might be sitting in your change jar right now. Let's go back to 1971, the year of decimal day, when the UK officially shifted from the complex pounds-shillings-pence system to the modern decimal system. To help the public adjust, the Royal Mint introduced new coins clearly marked with new pence to distinguish them from the old pre-decimal currency. The 2 new pence coin was one of these new denominations. Auction sales price and market value. The moment you've been waiting for. What is this coin actually worth? Market estimates and auction records circulated. 1979 2 pence mule coin. Even in worn condition, the coin can sell for £139,000 to £168,000. Uncirculated or near mint condition. Expected value ranges from £175,000 to £200,000. These coins have sold privately and through top-tier auction houses like Spink & Son or Heritage Auctions. Notable sales. In 2017, one verified example sold in a private collector transaction for over £155,000, $200,000 in 2022. Another example surfaced and was valued at £180,000 by a prominent UK numismatist, though it remains in a private collection. These valuations are based on verified minting errors, confirmed by grading services like PCGS and NGC. Proof of authenticity. Grading increases value substantially. This isn't just a collectible, it's an investment-level asset. And believe it or not, one might still be hiding in your house. How to identify a genuine 1979 2 pence error coin. You don't need a degree in numismatics to check your coins, you just need focus and the right information. Here's exactly what to do, step-by-step identification. Check the date. Flip to the obverse, Queen's head side. You must see the date, 1979, clearly under Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. Flip to the reverse. Now read the inscription at the bottom of the reverse. Standard 1979 coins say new pence. Weigh the coin. It should weigh around 7.12 grams. If weight or size differs greatly, it may be fake or a different error. Check for signs of tampering. Look for re-engraving or post-mint alterations. A coin with clean edges, consistent font, and smooth surfaces is more likely to be genuine. Get it graded. Send it to a professional like NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service. This is a confirmed British numismatic and ultra-rare 1997 era Elizabeth II 50 new pence coin that has stunned experts, dealers, and auction houses alike. In this video, we're diving deep into the full story of this high-stakes coin, how it was created, what error makes it so valuable, how it slipped into circulation, and how you can identify one right now. So don't blink. Because the next six-figure coin might not be in a museum, it might be in your change. The story of the 1997 UK 50 new pence coin begins during a time of transition. By the mid-1990s, the Royal Mint was preparing for significant design and size changes to the nation's decimal coins, especially the 50p. Introduced in 1969, the original 50 new pence coin was large, but in 1997, the Royal Mint made a bold decision to shrink the 50p. Size reduction from 30mm down to 27.3mm, weight reduction from 13.5 g down to 8 g. Design retained. Britannia remained, but on a smaller coin. Mule error, £185,000 to £226,000. Misaligned strike error, £120,000 to £165,000. Off-metal strike error, £250,000 to £255,000. Auction sales record and market value. Let's break down the actual values of the 1997 era UK 50 new pence coin based on error severity, condition, and rarity. Valuation breakdown. Verified large size 1997 50p error coin, uncirculated, graded MS65 or higher. Estimated value, £226,000 to £255,000. High-end collectors and museums actively seek these circulated condition, verified large flan, moderate wear, but authentic. Value, £185,000 to £210,000. Misaligned strike or double die, rare subtype. Value, £135,000 to £165,000. Adds visual appeal and uniqueness. Rumored off-metal variant, if authenticated, value may exceed £255,000. Auction highlights. In 2018, a verified large flan 1997 era coin sold privately for over £190,000 through a high-end collector group in London in 2023. A second example was valued by Spink at £230,000, though the owner declined to sell. How to identify the rare 1997 50 new Pence era coin. Ready to check your coins? Follow this step-by-step guide to find out if you own the £255,000 mule. Your 1997 50p coin checklist. Check the date. Look at the obverse, Queen's side. It must say 1997, no other date qualifies. Measure the diameter. Use a caliper or ruler to measure across the coin. Old, large, 50p size equals 30.0 millimeters. New, small, 50p size equals 27.3 millimeters. If your 1997 coin is 30 millimeters, you have a potential mule error. Check the weight. Old coins equals 13.5 grams. New coins equals 8.0 grams. A 1997 coin weighing 13.5 g is extremely rare. Look for visual anomalies. Is the image off-center? Are any inscriptions doubled or misaligned? These can add thousands to the value. Seek professional grading. Send your coin to NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service.